forecast.
The next big thing I'm tracking from the Weather Center is a rain system on our southwestern horizon. Hello, I'm Storm Team 29 meteorologist Josh Fitzpatrick. We're watching the clouds thicken on up. There's a live view from the top of Wintergreen in northern Nelson County along the Blue Ridge Mountains. Lots of gray, gloomy skies up above, but so far no rainfall from those clouds just yet. And we're watching a couple layers of clouds, those high-level cirrus clouds and the bubbly cumulus clouds out here in the lower parts of the atmosphere. And they're going to continue to increase, thicken, and lower, and eventually produce some rainfall. Temperatures here at midday are in the 50s. We'll struggle to reach 60 in central Virginia as the clouds thicken up and that chance of rain arrives by this evening. And the atmosphere is dry. We're watching some rain up in the clouds on our live Doppler radar network. Zooming on in here from Nelson County. As we saw on the weather cam in Nelson County, it's dry, so this is not reaching the ground, but it will as we head into especially this evening as the atmosphere starts to moisten on up. Watching a couple of weather disturbances come our way from the Arch and St. Louis, the mid-Mississippi, Ohio valleys, and it's weak, not a lot of precipitation with it. Most of the rain is being absorbed off to our south along the Gulf Coast, so there's no rain pushing northbound, so it's just going to be a little bit of rainfall on towards this evening. Here's one of the reasons why also. It's a lot of dry air. Dew points are in the 20s and 30s. That's the best direct measurement of how much moisture is in the atmosphere, so the rain has to overcome this dry air before it reaches the surface. Our high-res weather tracker is indicating by, say, sunset to midnight. Here's 8 p.m. That's the prime time to see some rainfall around the area. After midnight, it's out of here. Barely a tenth of an inch of rain is projected with this system. Sunshine makes a comeback tomorrow with seasonable temperatures, and by the way, cold enough by Thursday morning for perhaps some patchy frost, especially away from downtown and in the open countryside. So something to watch in the Thursday and Friday morning time frames. And then by the end of Friday, our focus goes back to the northwest. Another cold front arrives. This one will bring us perhaps a better chance for some rainfall. That's at the end of Friday night, and for the first half of Saturday. And then we'll start to see a clearing trend with breezy conditions and still mild for the second half of the day, and then cooler on Sunday. For the rest of today, not quite as warm as the past couple days, mid-50s to 60 degrees, rain showers this evening, and then they'll exit after midnight, lows in the 40s for most of you. Highs tomorrow, upper 50s and low 60s with sunshine and seasonable conditions. Your 7-day forecast shows us perhaps some frost on Thursday and Friday mornings, about 60 on Thursday. Friday pushing 70 with increasing clouds. Rain is likely by the end of Friday night and into the early part of Saturday. And we're going to have some high levels of tree pollen over the next few days and nights. Hopefully by the weekend we'll start to see some lower levels of that tree pollen because of some extra rainfall. But even this system at the end of the week looks to be under a ½ inch of rainfall. Sunday looks dry and seasonable with highs back in the 60s. Jared.